Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground, of course, on YouTube exclusively and forever on there. We gonna talk about how the Clippers was blowing out the Memphis Grizzlies and they found a way to lose 112 to 107. The Clippers are now 5-14 and 3-6 at home. The Grizzlies are 8-12 and 4-6 on the road. Clippers won the first quarter 35 to 24, and they won the second quarter 28 to 26. And you would think the way that Quiet Leonard was playing and how they've been playing under Ty Lue these years, that they'll just be able to figure out how to close it out. Well, that didn't happen. Memphis won the third quarter 28 to 18, and they won the fourth quarter 34 to 26. And then that's how they won the game when you break it down by the quarters. Jaren Jackson Jr. made some big plays, scoring wise, hitting some bank shots and floater, whatever you want to call it, hook shot is a mixture between both. 31 minutes for him. He led the team in scoring with 24 points. He was 9 of 13 from the field, took shots that he felt comfortable and he knew that he could make to a certain extent. Obviously, it's all in their head sometimes. It's not guaranteed you're going to make them. That's why he missed a couple shots. But he went 3 or 4 from the free throw line. He had only 2 rebounds. I don't know how they was able to win the game with him only getting 2 boards, but they did it. And it was a close one. 2 assists, 2 turnovers, no blocks or steals, but he did have only 3 personal fouls and 1 offensive rebound. It was a -1 and plus minus. Just really good attacking from him. He didn't really force anything. He didn't really rush anything. He just made sure he had good body control and good sight on the rim when he was taking his shots, and it ended up working out for him. Cedric Howard didn't get in double figures. He's been struggling a little bit. 31 minutes, he had 7 points. He was 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 3 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Jalen Wells, 28 minutes, 13 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 8 of 8 from the free throw line. You just happy that he got in double figures. He didn't really have a good night shooting the basketball. He didn't really get the looks that he wanted, and sometimes he just took them because it made sense to do it. 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal. He did have 3 offensive rebounds. That's half his rebounds. The rest was defensive and 3 personal fouls and a -5 and plus minus. Zach Edey was the biggest guy on the court. Height-wise and weight-wise, he played 32 minutes. He had only 5 points because he went 2 of 4 from the field and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. But he had 19 rebounds in this one, but only 6 of them was offensive. 2 assists, 1 turnover, 3 blocks, and 3 personal fouls and a -2 and plus minus. He was using that size to the best of his ability, and you gotta love that. Plus, he stayed out of foul trouble in this one. And then Vince Williams Jr., 23 minutes, 16 points, 7 of 17 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 personal fouls, and a -13 and plus minus. Santi Adama, 22 minutes, 13 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He had 7 rebounds, 5 assists, no turnovers, and only 1 personal foul in 22 minutes. That's outstanding. 1 offensive rebound, a +5 and plus minus. Man, did he really play well. He had the most points off the bench. He has been a great player for them all season and throughout his career, just hitting the shots near the rim or hitting the threes or moving the basketball. He has really found a way to be a good plug-in player. Jock Landale, 16 minutes. He even went 2 of 4 from 3, 4 of 11 from the field because he took some shots that was a little rushed. But he went 2 of 4 from the free throw line, had 6 rebounds, 1 turnover, 3 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a +7 and plus minus. Kentavious Caldwell Pope, 21 minutes, 12 points, 4 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. There was some good looks, and he was able to knock them down as he should, but he's no longer a starter anymore. They went with the rookie, but he had 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound. He was a +19 and plus minus. The only person to not score off the bench was John Conchar. 11 minutes for him. He didn't take any shots or free throw. That's why he finished with no points. He did have 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound. 1 personal foul, and he ended up being a +1 and plus minus. Cam Spencer, 25 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 personal foul, a plus 18 and plus minus. And I look at that as a good game because somebody has to knock down the shots from the perimeter, and they left him open, and it was just make that or make something else if you can. And he was able to do it enough to be efficient as a high volume scorer in this game while bringing it a little bit defensively. The rest of the guys did not play coach's decision, although they was healthy, and it was 4 of them. 39 of 88, 44% from the field, 17 to 40, 43% from 3, 17 to 22, 77% from the free throw line, 53 rebounds, 24 assists, 15 turnovers, 5 steals, 6 blocks, and 19 personal fouls. And that was what they did to win the game. And the Clippers, they was winning, and they could not stop Kawhi Claude Leonard in this one, but it didn't matter because they ended up flopping and losing this game anyway. And that's the saddest part if you're a Clippers fan, because you knew you needed a win like this, and you had really got off to a strong start, but it's about how you finish, and they finished not really that well and very mediocre in this one. 29 minutes from Kawhi, 39 points, 15 to 24 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He did finish without a foul, and he did only have 1 turnover and 1 steal. And he did have a dominant performance. They couldn't stop that jump shot, and they just had to hope he missed because he was just that locked in and just that driven in this game. But it didn't get them a win, as sad as that can be. John Collins, 33 minutes, 10 points, 4 of 12 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He did have 7 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 block, 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. He was all right. He was straight in the game. He wasn't great, wasn't amazing, but he did do a good job on the boards, and he was out there scoring when he could. He missed a lot of open ones, though, but it wasn't the worst performance. Ivica Zubac, 39 minutes. He only had 9. I mean, you would expect him to have more than that, but it didn't happen. He was 4 of 11 from the field, took the shots that he normally does. It just wasn't working throughout the entire game. 1-1 from the free throw line. He had 12 boards and 5 assists. He also had 2 turnovers and 2 blocks, 3 offensive rebounds and 3 personal fouls, and a -8 and plus minus. James Aim Harden played the most minutes, 40 minutes to be exact. 23 points, 6 of 18 from the field. He went 4 of 13 from 3, but he also did go 7 of 7 from the free throw line. He finished with a double-double because he had 11 assists, but that did come with 5 turnovers and 7 boards, and then he also had 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, and 5 personal fouls. Yes, he almost fouled out in this game, but still played 40 minutes. He's a +3 and plus minus. They really need his shot creation ability for himself and for his teammates. If they're not really getting that, it's coming from Kawhi. If it's not coming from Kawhi, it's not really coming from nobody else. That's why they try to bring in Bradley Beal, because at least he can get his own shot and play off the ball a little bit, but they don't really have that at all now. Chris Dunn did the best he could. 30 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 5 steals. You ain't gonna really be mad at him for how he played. He was respectable. He also did have 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a -7 and plus minus. Nicholas Batum, 23 minutes, 2 points, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 3 personal fouls, -4 and plus minus. I don't really have nothing bad to say about Nicholas Batum, but he didn't really go out there to score, but he did bring it defensively. Christopher Emmanuel Paul, he got on the court, played 15 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. It wasn't enough. You can say the same thing about everybody off the bench. They didn't bring enough to the table, because Kobe Brown, 16 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, and a -6 and plus minus. Kobe Sanders, 14 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, a +2 and plus minus. They did what they could do, man, and it wasn't much, but, you know, it can be like that from game to game. This just wasn't their game, to be honest. But 38 of 89, 43% from the field. as a team. 12 of 38, 32% from three. That's below average, and it was worse than what the Grizzlies shot. And the Grizzlies made them when it mattered too in the fourth quarter. Also, they was 9 of 21, 90% from the free throw line. You gotta look at it like they took less than the Grizzlies, but they made them at a better rate. That should be helping them win. But 39 rebounds. They got out rebounded by the Grizzlies, who had 53. I'm surprised about that a little bit. 19 assists. They had less assists than the Grizzlies. 13 turnovers. They had less, which is a good thing. By two, though. 13 steals. They had more than the Grizzlies. And they had 5 blocks, one less than the Grizzlies. And then they had 21 personal foul, which was more than the Grizzlies. But like I said, the Grizzlies shoot more free throws. They just didn't make them at a better percentage. Other than that, man, the Clippers just been a miserable team to watch. They have talent. They have guys that get you excited when you look at the names on the roster or you look at it on paper. But when you see them go out there and play, they just don't play hard enough defensively. They were relying on superhuman performances from a Kawhi Leonard or a James Harden. If they're not doing that, they're losing. And even when they're doing it, they're losing. So that's just a bad sign for the Clippers. It just looked like they just going out there playing as well as they can sometimes, not doing it consistently enough throughout the entire fourth quarters. They get behind. They don't have a lot of fight sometimes. And even when they do and it looks like they really want to go out there and play, other guys are not stepping up enough in those quarters, in those games for them to still be able to get the win. Not the better player, the better team is going to win. As crazy as it sounds, the Grizzlies was better in this game, even though the Clippers looked better for one half. The Grizzlies looked better in the right half. And that's why the Clippers end up losing this one. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation videos just like this, but about various different other basketball and NBA topics. I also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and other future stars. And I also do mock draft and draft coverage. Not only that, though, I also do have over 4,000 plus videos already on my channel you can watch right now, and it's all for free. Not only that, I also try to upload videos every single day throughout the day to give y'all something to look forward to when it comes to watching basketball and NBA content. Other than that, I also would say y'all stay blessed up, y'all stay good. Thanks for appreciating the content for it is and continue to come back. Thanks for the love, thanks for the support, thanks for the respect for my analysis and what I have to say about the game of basketball. And thank y'all for holding me down for so many years and coming back and enjoying the content that I make all on me and all by me, and I give it to y'all as much as I can. And since y'all enjoyed it and like it, that's a reason to keep going, and it's a reason for y'all to stay fans. Other than that, that's the win-win, and let's keep it going for a couple more years, hopefully. Peace.